At the end of the day, I want to live my life in a way that resonates with who I truly am. I never really felt like ako talaga ang ganda dito. Wala.
We are the generation that will not let corruption win!
Speaking up and really advocating that I feel that I'm advocating for the Filipino is something that I'll never not be proud of. I think that heartbreak taught me a lot because I was really shattered. At that age and what we've been through, kung hindi ka pa rin sure, I think that's an answer already.
Hello! My gosh! What a queen! Napakaaga. Ang ganda-ganda mo na.
Thank you so
Hello,
much.
Kat!
Welcome to
My
my
God.
home.
Thank you for
Please come
having us.
in.
Let me remove my shoes.
Yes, please come
My
in.
gosh,
This is
so
Bailey,
cute.
and then this is Theo.
Oh my gosh, so cute. So you have 2 dogs?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they're my children.
This is such a beautiful apartment.
Thank you.
I have to say, I feel like I'm in London. Ganun ang peg niya.
Aw.
Okay, please tell me, how did you decorate this? How long have you been living here?
I've been here for 2 years now.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's very colorful because I love color.
Yeah.
And most of these things I've just collected from my travels around the world or through the Philippines.
Oh, really?
So I really love local.
Okay,
And I
please.
wanted to interject a lot of my personality into the space.
Okay, oh look, I like this. When was this?
This was the homecoming after I won Miss
Yes.
Universe. Tapos my parents surprised me. I thought they were abroad and then they had flown to the Philippines without me knowing. And so when they came out, umiyak ako.
Oo nga, ang ganda doon. And ito, who
That's
is
my
it?
mama.
That's your mom looks so young.
Yeah, my mom's so
Wow.
beautiful.
She is, and you and your dad.
Yes.
I love these photos. At eto, this is in...
Mga bintas sa Zamboanga.
Oo. Wait, do you play the piano?
No, but I hope to. So I told myself, how am I gonna learn? Kung wala akong piano, eh di meron na.
Oh, meron na siyang piano. And look at this, guys. So this is very you.
Nag-vision board kasi kami ng mga friends ko last week.
Okay.
So we cut up magazines, tapos nag-arts and crafts. So ito ang vision board ko for the year.
Wow, totoo ang vision board, guys. All right. Wait, so this is a 2 or a 3 bedroom?
This is a 3-bedroom originally, pero this used to be a bedroom and I opened it up to be like a home office.
I like this.
So it's a very vivid color of
I
orange.
know. What is this? Just orange?
I'm not sure how to describe this orange. Siguro it's a very bright, saturated orange, tangerine, siguro. But I have a lot of shelves in my home, as you'll see. I love to collect artwork. This is from my grandmother.
Oh, nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oo.
And then I read a lot.
You have an inspiration. It really looks like a foreign home. Like, I said, like a London or New York apartment.
Thank you.
That feel, were you inspired?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to have a functional and practical space because I spend a lot of time at home. So I needed a place that I can shoot content in, I can have meetings or Zooms in. It's comfortable for me to come home to. I wanted a lot of plants to bring that energy in.
Yes.
And also I'm a creative. So siguro you can see that all throughout my space. I love artwork. And I just wanted a place that felt like home, that felt like me, like my
Yeah.
personality.
And I have to say, I like this.
Thank you.
Does this close all the way? No, this is...
Yes, it's
oh,
retractable
it is.
naman. So
Ang
if I have
galing.
people over and I want to like move things around, pwede naman.
Yeah, I love it.
Most of my furniture are sourced locally. So this is like an acacia wood table, even the cabinets,
I
the
love
bar
your
cart, all
cabinet.
made in the Philippines.
Did you hire like an interior decorator?
Yes, I
You
worked
did?
with Hurry Interiors. They were fantastic, helped me source a lot of the things that I was looking for. This shelf and those end tables I actually designed myself in collaboration with Gentile Home.
Oh, nice!
They mean a lot to me. Like, they're very intentional. Siguro,
Yes.
colorful and intentional ang keywords ko for my space.
And even your paintings, ha? Ito,
Yes.
the artist is...
It's Michael Bond from Australia.
Okay.
I just really love how expressive the
Yeah.
pieces are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you miss Australia? Do you go home often?
I go home maybe once a year, and I love when I'm able to go back because I love seeing my parents, syempre, spending intentional time. My dad's getting quite older now,
Yes,
so it's
yes.
important to me being able to also be in nature and be normal.
Yeah,
Normal.
agree. Normal! Normal na! Yeah, pati sofa po niya, green. Deep green.
Yes.
So you do love green, pink. Ito talaga yung mga favorites mo.
Yes.
This mood.
But also, I like how they interact with each other, like the bright
Yeah.
pink and the green.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yung color combination niya.
At pati po ang suot niya.
Yeah.
Halatang-halata. Ito ang favorite color niya. Diba? Tignan natin ito. Oh,
Mga
there's
shelves. So
the
I love
child
Harry
in
Potter.
you.
Yes, I love Harry Potter. I fell in love with the books, and then I even have my original handcuff for my farewell walk
Can
that
I
I
see that?
designed.
Can you hold it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, na-design ko to when with Manny Halasan. This is the original that I wore. So you
Yes.
can put it on your hand just like that if you'd like.
I
Ayan, so
see.
ganun siya.
Wow.
Yes.
Memories, no?
Memory talaga. Kaya sobrang special siya for me, and I love to have it on display because it just reminds me of my journey and to honor the Philippines and to be able to create that. So it's me being a creative, me representing my country, and then feeling very proud about
You know,
it.
you love the Philippines so much, and yet I remember nung you were introduced before, you were introduced as really coming from Australia.
This was in Colombia.
Yeah, balikan natin yun. How did you feel then?
I mean, I think I was upset as well because I was there as Smile Train Global Ambassador
Yeah.
and they didn't even mention that.
Okay.
So, sabi nila, Australian-Filipino model. And I was like, huh?
Yeah.
In Spanish yata rin yun
Oo.
eh. So, I heard the translation in my ear. So, I was like,
Yeah.
at wala nabanggit na global ambassador ako, na
Oo.
dapat yun ang reason na nandito
Yeah.
ako.
Pero talagang I feel, pagkausap na kita, Filipino talaga yung puso mo.
Yeah, I would say the same. Definitely. I feel like I grew up here in a way that I realized who I am and what my passions are here in the Philippines. So, and it's really orientated me on my path that I'm on. I really love to be able to give back to this nation. So,
Yeah.
siguro. Ayan. So then I also have this balcony area.
Do all the units here have a balcony, no? I love your air. Oh,
Yes,
that's nice.
but to have
Look
a
at that
balcony
view.
this big,
Yeah, this
it's
is big.
not usual.
Yeah,
Tapos I
yeah.
love that I look out on the green area here and not on the city mismo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your view. Ang ganda ng view niya, oh. Mapuno.
Yeah.
Oh.
So even though nasa gitna ng metro,
Yeah.
still feels, a little bit nature-filled. And I put a
Yeah.
lot of plants out here too.
Yeah, it's so nice to have your own space. No?
Super.
It is.
Ibang sense of like being able to come home, yung ownership ng home.
Yeah.
Hello!
Oh, your two doggies. What is your morning ritual?
My morning ritual, mostly cuddles with the dogs, and then I'll come down here, I'll make like a tea or a coffee, and I'll sit outside.
Yeah.
Because
And
my mom is very like, not naman health conscious or like natural remedy conscious, but she's always told me like it's good to look at the sun or be out in the sun first thing in the morning para magising ang katawan mo.
Baka naman kaya ka ganito ka joyful. Kasi
The sun
napaka-radiant. Are you like this every day? Nakakahawa yung ano mo.
Oh, thank you.
Yung
Yeah.
nakakahawa yung joyful niya. As in.
Thank you.
You wake up happy.
Yeah, I have a lot to be grateful for kasi.
Wow! Sana all, di ba? We all have to wake up happy. Like you wake up, ganito ka na.
Ay, hindi naman nakaglam, syempre.
Yeah, pero ganito ka radiant and joyful.
Yeah,
It's really your
absolutely.
personality.
At feeling ko kapag grateful ka, it can't help but radiate from you.
Your space reflects a sense of peace and a sense of joy.
Oh, thank you.
Is this where you are right now in your life?
I think I've always been someone who is able to see the positive in things, but also I'm quite a homebody, so it's very important to me that my space gives me that sense of coming home, because I travel a lot, I work a lot outside of the house, so it's really my tranquil space. And it's funny because usually when people associate tranquility with muted, calming, and mine's quite vibrant, but that's really just who I am.
You're wearing an earring right now and it says worthy.
Yeah.
Saan nanggagaling to, Catriona?
Oh, a friend of mine gifted me this, and it's actually her handwriting. I thought it was very sweet. As you know, probably with my ear cuff during Miss Universe, I love intentionality, especially in jewelry and accessories. So it makes it special for me.
Okay, but the word worthy.
I have a quite a unique story, considering my background in pageantry, and I'm an only child, and I really feel like I had to grow up quite later in life because I left home at 17. So I was very sheltered, and then I moved to the Philippines, and so I had a journey of self-discovery. I discovered what my passions are, and I would have never have thought that it would have led me down the road that I went on and traversed on and ended up here today. Wala akong distinct direction in life. I just knew that I had interests and things that I liked, but I never had that direction. So I would say that where I am today is like a sum of all the little misdirections and choices that I've made. And I'm actually really proud of where I've been able to bring myself and to bring my family. Been able to feel that my sense of worth comes from, you know, a higher purpose, from God, and being surrounded with people that I really love.
Marami, they wouldn't think that kasi you're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Right? And hindi lang yun, you started joining pageants 5 years old or 7 years old?
Yeah, when I was 5. That's mostly my mom though.
Alright, when you join a pageant at 5, it means kilala ka sa pamilya no na ito yung maganda. Magpa-pageant na to. Did you have any insecurities growing up?
Oo, I was always very tall. And I mean, it's a blessing later in life, no? Pero when I was little, nag-growth spurt ako nung 7 or 8 years old. So by the time I was 12, 5'10" na ako. So imagine, kahit when I'm next to my teachers, my cohort, my peers, I'm always so tall and I felt very awkward in my body. I felt so lanky na parang hindi ko talaga na fit in.
But did you think you were beautiful when you were young?
Not really. I mean, I think when I was really young, like say from the age of 5 to 10, I loved taking photos, I loved dressing up. But then as a teenager, I think I kind of retracted a little bit. I was always the new girl in school because we moved around a lot as a family. So I was very shy. I'm actually an introvert, which people don't really believe me when I say that because I'm so madaldal now. But I felt not so sure of myself. I had bad skin and yeah, I just was very quiet. And so I never really felt like ako talaga ang ganda dito. Wala. Which I'm actually grateful for because I feel like those humble beginnings and just having that sense of humility before then transitioning over to the Philippines and entering into an industry where it's really all about looks and stuff. I think it was great to have a foundation that I had a sense of who I was that was not just based on appearance, even from a young age.
What was it like growing up in Australia? You moved to the Philippines when you were 17.
Yeah.
Ano ba ang buhay doon?
Sobrang simple lang. Like, I really was a child who loved school. I loved studying. I got a large sense of achievement from doing well academically. We were a very tight-knit family. My dad would work away from home a lot as a civil engineer. So kami na mama ko laging nasa bahay and we were very close. So it was very quiet by, I guess, all measures. But I'm very grateful for that because I also am grateful to be a part of a generation where I spent most of my childhood playing outside.
Yes.
I wasn't really in the internet social messaging platforms yet as a teen, which I'm very grateful for because I feel like I really enjoy being in nature. I enjoy quality time with people because that's how I grew up with valuing in the first place.
And that's the real you.
Yeah.
This is the real Catriona.
Yeah.
You moved to the Philippines when you were 17. Bakit? Ba't kinailangan nyo mag-move?
Mostly, to be honest, because wala kaming savings for my school. So I just wanted to take a year to maybe earn some money, to experience traveling, and to also na-identify ko sa sarili ko na kailangan ko i-step out ng comfort zone. Because being sheltered, being an only child, everything that I knew. Like, you know what I mean? I knew the people, I knew the place. So I felt siguro a sense of I need to see who I am outside this comfort zone. Philippines was a very easy choice to make because I have family here pero nasa province sila. I didn't yet speak the language, but I had traveled here a few times for school holidays. So, and then when I came here, sobrang dami kong growing pains siguro.
You said hindi nakapag-save for college. Your father was a civil engineer. Ano nangyari, Kat?
Nag-cancer siya when I was 15, so he was diagnosed with bowel cancer, and we didn't have a lot of family savings to begin with, so that really just pressured the family financially, and I even had to apply for scholarships for school, even to get through school. I really admired how much of a fighter my dad was, and it really brought us closer as a family. Alam ko naman na I'll end up working as well as studying eventually, just to take that gap year to see if I could, also make leeway siguro on that situation.
How difficult was it for you being in the Philippines at 17 years old?
Medyo hirap in a sense na everything was new and wala akong friends who were here already. I had family naman pero nasa province sila and I'm here in Metro Manila, and then I started working as a model, which is a very confronting industry to find yourself in, mostly on the basis na we're really just judged at castings. We're told no like 9 times out of 10. I was very blessed to get quite a bit of work in modeling, but I never really saw it as something I wanted to do long term. Kasi, oh, hello.
Okay.
It was just something that I don't feel like I was fulfilled in. I wasn't able to be myself. I wasn't able to speak. I wasn't able to explore different facets of myself.
And then how did you get into
Really?
Ang cute po niya, ang cute niya.
Excuse me, it's not your time.
Yeah.
Go.
At home na at home.
Yeah.
Sanay na may interview sa bahay.
Yeah.
So imagine you were modeling, you were very young, you had to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, you entered the beauty pageant business.
Yeah, about 4 years
How
after.
old were you?
I was 22. So initially, wala akong talagang idea about pageantry, and I've said this a lot, but it was really through a very close friend who joined that I watched my first live pageant, and that was Miss World Philippines. And at the time, I was already volunteering with an organization called Young Focus, which is based in Tondo, Manila. So those kind of two things happened simultaneously. Of course, Miss World Philippines is known for being philanthropic and having a charitable heart. And so I was like, oh, there's the opportunity to really elevate this cause on a bigger platform, which you could really see the gap in awareness and how much more that organization needed. So that's how I kind of got the idea na baka pwede ako matry.
Sumali ka, nanalo ka,
Yeah.
and then nag-Miss Universe ka, nanalo ka ulit.
If only it was that simple. But
Isipin mo,
actually, yung first try ko sa pageantry, na-fail ako. Kasi in Miss World, nag-top 5 lang ako. I think that was a big disappointment for me because I was breadwinner of my parents at the time. And then going into pageantry, I really put all my eggs in that basket. Like, na-risk it all ako for Miss World.
Yeah.
Because I really felt like I was where I was meant to be. In my life, I can describe a certain feeling na parang I was ending up doing something that I really loved and felt that I was equipped for uniquely and that I felt called to. It was that.
Really?
Being a beauty queen, having that platform, being able to speak. It was the combination of those things that made me really feel like I can do a really good job at this.
You know, there used to be a misconception, or some people feel, oh, beauty pageantry is so unempowering for women. It's all about looks. But clearly, you interpret it and you have taken it to another level.
I always saw that pageantry could have the potential to be something greater. And so that's what I was really inspired by through my experiences in joining pageantry through Miss World Philippines and Miss World. So when I did join Binibining Pilipinas, it was scary because I was met with a lot of criticism to say like, oh, why would you join again? You just lost. Why would it make a difference? Tapos, noon sa Binibining Pilipinas ng year ko, there were 6 crowns up for take. And we weren't able to dictate na, gusto ko lang ang Miss Universe Philippines. Hindi pwede yun eh. You could get, shuffled to any crown. So that's the risk. But I told myself, I don't want to live a life with regrets. And I just feel like this is where I'm meant to go. It's a really strange sensation to describe, but that's really what I felt. And so being able to win Miss Universe Philippines under Binibining Pilipinas was just an encouragement like no other. Na it was a piece of the puzzle that fell into place. Like, Lord, alam ko bakit I had to go through yung loss sa Miss World. Why did I have to experience that? Get gets ko na,
Ang
in a
feeling-
way.
ang feeling ko nga, pag may position ka na, panalo na rin yun eh.
Oo.
Hindi pala eh, no?
Hindi. I mean,
Oo.
dito sa atin, sa Pilipinas din, I feel like a first runner-up is not even lauded enough as it is in another country.
Because for me, parang wow, basta meron ka ng number doon, panalo na.
Oo, pero sa mga fans dito and sa pageant community, kung first runner-up, it's like, oh, okay. Pero kung hindi winner, oo, parang ganun eh. Ewan ko lang.
Now, you won Miss Universe and that answer, the question and answer really showed who you are.
What is the most important lesson you've learned in your life, and how would you apply it to your time as Miss Universe?
Naisip mo na ba na itatanong yun at any point? Na-practice mo ba yun?
I work a lot in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children, and to be grateful.
Usually, the format of the final answer is always something correlated to like a job interview question. So like, what do you bring to the role? What difference can you make in this company? Why should we hire you? It usually falls into that format. So siguro I prepared for that. And I always had in my mind na dun sa top 3 in a final word, we're all being asked the same question. So what would make me different? So the difference would be my personal experience. Kaya gusto ko ilabas ng kwento ko about my volunteerism, which is really the reason that I was set up on the path of pageantry.
Kahit na bago ka pa pumasok,
Yes.
you were already doing volunteer work.
Yes.
Yun ang puso mo talaga.
And actually this year's 10 years.
You have smile training.
Yes. Young Focus.
Yeah.
I've worked with the Philippine Red Cross. I do work with the NCCA and a few other different groups. And it's really not because like I can't pick and choose, but really there's just so much need. And I've always justified having the platform that I do, that it needs to serve a bigger purpose than myself.
But that's what's interesting about you. You're not all about the glitz and glamour.
Yeah, I'm really not.
Yeah. I mean, you could be in Fashion Week right now.
Yeah.
Right? Doing that. Parading, walking, modeling clothes. And yet, you choose not to.
Yeah.
This is what makes you different.
I feel like I've always wanted to orientate myself to things that I truly love and who is really me. So if you look around my house, like I really love local products. So not to say that I can't admire international brands and international things, but I have a deeper love and appreciation for what's locally made. And I love doing work that really resonates with me. So, in my platform, which is why siguro I choose the opportunities that I choose and then maybe just say no thank you to other ones.
And hindi ka naiinggit na parang, wow, look at that Miss Universe is wearing haute couture. Ganito, walang ganun ka.
I've experienced Fashion Week before and it's not something that really resonated with me. Siguro sa experience ko kasi, I've done it in New York, Milan. I think if you are a lover of fashion, like a connoisseur of fashion, you'll really enjoy it. It'll give you energy, it'll inspire you, etc. But for me naman, it just kind of felt like modeling, but in the street. To put it that way. And it's not to say I can't appreciate like a good look and to have pasabog on social media and all that. Siguro, I just put my attentions elsewhere. And I
Yes.
can admire the people who are there, who are elevating Philippines in that platform. I think it's fantastic.
I love what you did with the ceiling.
Thank
Okay,
you.
where did you get this inspiration?
I really love the look of rafters and beams in homes. Ayoko yung look na full timber, but I love accents of wood. It brings
Yes.
nature back into the space and it makes it cozy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oo.
At saka nagkaroon ng look yung ceiling, hindi lang siya flat, no?
Yes.
Na white. Wow, okay, your doggies, they're so
Come
cute.
here. And maingay, come here.
Pero ang lambing nila, no?
Yes.
Okay, so your kitchen.
Yes, the heart of the home.
Yeah. Do you cook?
Yes, I do. Not as often as I would like.
Yeah, but
because I love cooking for other people
Oh,
and not
really?
necessarily for myself.
Ka.
Kasi I feel like food is best shared.
Yeah.
I love having friends over and cooking for them. When my parents are here, we cook all the time. But my mom always complains kasi nung ginawa kong kitchen na to, ang taas ng countertop para sa akin.
Matangkad po kasi siya. Oo nga. Guys, I noticed it now. Ang taas nga nung countertop niya.
Oo.
And you know, your kitchen is dark forest green
Yes.
cabinets.
Yes.
This isn't common in a lot of apartments or homes in the Philippines. Why did you choose a dark forest green? I know you love plants,
Yeah.
but there must be something about it.
Well, if you also see how it sits next to like the dark blue of the other parts of my house and then yung very bright out there, like I just wanted to feel like it's a separate space.
Yeah.
So it has its own identity. Kahit condo naman siya at small na space, I wanted it to feel like this is the kitchen. Like, you know when you step in, kaya even the tiles are different in the
Oo
kitchen.
nga, what do you call these styles?
Machuca?
Machuca, yeah.
Yes. I wanted it to feel open, but yet like have like drama.
The only drama in my life. Yeah.
And I love to like play it up with like the elements of wood and like I like eclectic clutter.
Yeah, it is.
Hindi naman clutter na nakakainis, pero
Oo.
clutter na masaya.
Yeah.
Meron na tayo.
So, Catriona, the homemaker.
Oh, ready po. Ready po.
Diba? Pero, marunong ka ba mag-bake?
Siguro following a recipe. Oo.
Oo, kaya mo talaga.
Oo,
Okay.
kaya.
Yeah, I love cooking for other people.
Pwedeng cooking show po.
Wow!
Pwedeng bago yan, ano niya. Cooking show.
Yes,
Alright.
would you
What
like
is it?
something?
Thank you for preparing.
Of
Okay.
course, my cheese bread, my
Cheese-
ube,
I
at
wanna
my
try the
broche.
cheese bread. Wow.
Yan.
Wow.
Tumindig! Lumaban! Catriona Gray, Miss Universe 2018!
You became an icon when you won Miss Universe, and now you are another icon when you joined the rally. You went to 2 rallies.
Yes.
Your speeches are all over social media. They got in the news. Why did you do that, Catriona?
Bilang isang Filipino myself, doing the work that I do within the communities, I guess I'm made aware of certain things and certain things I wish could be better for our nation. And also, I'm a frustrated taxpayer. Na it just seems like a very unequal push and pull. Like, we have to pay on the dot, on the day, like all of our taxes. And yet, when it comes to pulling out the taxes into the community to benefit people, it's not as quick of a turnaround, and it's just not fair.
Okay, did you write your own speech?
Yes.
Really?
I tried to prepare in the best way possible. Like, I really wrote out my speech. I asked my close friends to look it over. I even sought guidance from my friends at church, because I also have a line about, like, I really pray that God's justice would bring down the corrupt and raise up the righteous in our nation.
We are the generation that will not let corruption win!
Although I have very strong opinions, I also want to make sure I'm not in an echo chamber and that my thoughts are not just going to feel privileged ba? Because there's also that aspect Alam ko naman that the burden of like the system doesn't necessarily fall on someone like me, because I can afford to pay my taxes, I can afford to pay my expenses. But the thing is, just because that I am one of the privileged doesn't mean that I should have a blind eye to everyone else. And siguro that was my anchor and core of why I wanted to speak up, because also I feel like the more voices that are able to resonate or maybe able to impact people, even just to cause them to think, not necessarily to adopt the same opinion or point of view, but just to make them think, I think is already something that we should be striving for and never stopping.
Have you ever considered running for public office?
No.
Joining government in any way?
I would love to have the opportunity, siguro maybe as a consultant in tourism or something like that, because I've been an OTOP ambassador and working with the NCCA. It is a government arm as an arts ambassador. Siguro in that kind of aspect, but as in office, no, I don't really have a calling to
I'm
do
curious,
that.
when you were going to make those speeches in the rallies, did you have some discouraging you? Kat, alam mo, pag ginawa mo yan, baka may ma-turn off na sector. Alam mo yon, baka
Yeah.
may endorsement kang mawala. Because not all artists have that boldness and courage?
No, understandably. Like, I feel like there's an expectation on a public figure to speak up, and not everyone does, just as you said. In a way, I can respect it because if you cannot handle that battle, then...
And can you?
I feel like I can. And I'm very proud that over the last how many years I've been vocal, and even though, you know, there has been that navigation of like, oh, you know, baka a brand family might not resonate here, or, you know, maybe my audience might feel like, oh, bakit ganun siya? It's true to my values, and I've always orientated myself on that. At the end of the day, I want to live my life in a way that resonates with who I truly am, and in speaking up and really advocating that I feel that I'm advocating for the Filipino is something that I'll never not be proud of.
You know, it is so clear to you what is truly important in life. What else does Catriona Gray want to do?
I would love to have my own business eventually, because I am a creative, so I would love to bring that aspect into something like that. And also writing. I would love to take up writing eventually then.
What about taking additional courses, college, masters? Is this something you still want to do?
Yeah, I'd actually be open to more learning. I'm not sure at this point in time what that specifically would be, but I see the value in being able to continuously learn no matter how old you are, so definitely open to it.
As Valentine's Day approaches, Catriona Gray is single.
Yeah.
And how do you feel?
I'm okay about it. I feel like I have a lot of peace in my heart, and siguro my sense of acceptance din ako, like where I am at the moment. I really trust in God's plan and His timing. And I'm really enjoying it. I even have an organized Galentine's date with my friends.
What is that?
It's a Valentine's date, but with your girlfriend, so Galentine's. So it'll be with all my
It's
girlfriends.
so good.
Diba? Ang
It
cute
is
niya.
so good.
So we're gonna do like little floral arranging and then have a lunch together. So there's still joy during Love Month, kahit single pa.
If it's all right with you, no, you were with Sam Milby for how many years?
We were together 4 years.
4 years. You've never really spoken about it, and I understand that. But many people wished you were still together. Is it all right to ask you, essentially, what happened?
There was a point in our relationship where I think he just realized that he wasn't ready to take it to the stage of commitment that we thought we were on, because he had proposed. And then a few months later realized that hindi pala siya ready. So that was very hurtful for me, and I was really blindsided at the time. And I really tried to make it work. So I was willing to adjust, because siguro when you love someone, you're willing to understand them. Pero it got to a point na at that age and what we've been through, kung hindi ka pa rin sure, I think that's an answer already.
But that takes courage also for you to, in effect, walk away from it.
Absolutely. It was one of the hardest things to do, but I realized that I needed to choose myself in that moment, because I had already given so much in trying to adjust. Ako mag-give dito, it's okay, I'll be understanding. And I don't look down on myself in that moment, because I did it because I love the person, no? Pero at the end of the day, like if it's not a relationship that is giving two-way, and also as a woman, like I want to have a family, like I want to get married, and I'd love to be a mom one day, and so I really want a partner who values me and sees that future with me too. Ayoko ma-wait around for someone to figure out.
Nagkita na ba kayo ni Sam?
Yeah, we see each other because
okay.
we're at the same management naman. So like
Until now?
Yes.
Oh.
So if there's a big management event like Cornerstone celebrated its 20th anniversary last year, we'll see each other. And I think we're civil naman.
Every single woman's been in that situation. Hearing you now, sinasabi nila ito, grabe, Catriona Gray has everything. Nararanasan rin pala niya yun.
Yes,
Hindi
super.
lang ako.
Yeah.
You get me?
Absolutely. And I think that heartbreak taught me a lot because I was really shattered. And to navigate that publicly was really hard too because I didn't want to talk about it kasi ang sakit niya. And to everyone who kept asking like, anong nangyari? Bakit hindi kayo nag-post together? What's happening? And I was so broken. Like, I'm just like, please let me grieve.
Yeah.
But obviously now, like, I'm so much better. I went into therapy for 2 years. I became so close with my core group, my friends, my family in a way that I don't think I had before. So it's just been a really healing journey. I feel like I came back home to myself. So the version of me now, I'm the healthiest I've ever been. My relationships with the people around me are the richest they've ever been. And so in a way, I see the blessing in the hurt. And a year, 2 years ago, I couldn't even say
Oh,
that.
wow. I agree. Yeah. It's really time and God's grace.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you still hopeful about love?
Oh, absolutely. I definitely believe in love. I think if you have a bad experience with a guy or two, you shouldn't allow that to reframe or change how you see love. Because I think love is beautiful, and I feel like God's will for us is to find someone to be married with and to have love with. And so if it's not yet good, God's not yet finished.
Wait, are you praying for your partner?
Absolutely.
You
I
are?
pray for my future husband all the time.
You are? Are you ready to date again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you dating?
I am.
Wow, Catriona Gray is dating.
Yeah.
And I want to ask, showbiz, non-showbiz?
I'm non-showbiz.
But it
Siguro,
must be intimidating to date you.
yes, absolutely. I think so.
Okay, do you want them taller?
Sana. But the thing is, kasi, like, I've had many discussions of this with my mom. Kasi na-realize din niya na ang hirap no mag-dating. Kasi it's not necessarily that I come across intimidating, but I think I come with a lot, like being a public figure. And then doing the work that I do. Like, you need to be very secure, siguro, in who you are as a man. And I have a different schedule than most people. I don't work a 9 to 5 where I'm gonna be home at certain hours. So it's a lot of understanding there. But I'm very, very hopeful.
This is for the Miss Universe fans. People have always asked, what did Anne say to you? Because she said she apologized to you.
Yeah.
And at one point, there was talk of her and your ex being close or being together, which was denied. But what did she really say?
It was when we were in Thailand, kasi it was like a Miss Universe event. Tapos she was the owner at the time, which I'm not certain if she is anymore. Tapos we had like it was called like the Miss Universe Extravaganza or something. So Miss Mexico was also there, St. Andrea, and a few other former Miss Universe winners and contestants as well. Tapos I was behind like stage with her and the girls, and then she didn't say anything to me. But then on stage, I can't even recall now because it was like 3 years ago, but she said something and then pulled me in for a hug, and it felt very performative because I'm like, could have happened backstage, pero kailangan na sa harap ng lahat na may cameras. So like, I don't necessarily have context of what it was about. It just, the only thing that sticks with me now is like, I thought it was very performative that it was done in front of everyone and not properly explained behind the scenes.
So until today, you did not pursue. What did that mean?
No, but
Nothing.
also it doesn't really bother me, siguro. Like, I wasn't together with my ex when all that happened. So like, anong pake ko dyan? I don't really care. I mean,
Catriona. Ito, the future of Miss Universe. I mean, recently, there was that incident when another candidate was insulted. Miss Mexico yun,
yes,
diba?
who eventually
Yeah.
became Miss Universe. Yeah.
Okay, what is your take? You know, Miss Universe is evolving every year.
I don't really know where we're evolving to
Yeah.
be honest. Siguro, as a former and also a pageant fan, like, I have high hopes for the brand. Like we were saying before, I've always believed in the potential of pageantry, that we could be agents for good and actually make a difference and not just, you know, be there for the glitz and glam. But I guess I'm quite disheartened with many fans to see like there's no formal charity partner anymore. Like Smile Train used to be there. That's how I was introduced to Smile Train. They're no longer a partner. And to see that there's not a lot of speaking opportunities for the girls anymore. It's more just parades of beauty. I've always wanted to see the brand elevate and to be a platform for spokeswomen. Now to see it that it's really lost that essence, I'm really disheartened because it also feels like the work that I pushed for during my year is also lost. And I also feel like the spotlight or the noise, yung ingay, is nasa mismanagement ng org kesa sa girls mismo. So we don't really even get to know their stories, why they joined, because so many of these girls join with like such incredible hearts for wanting to make a difference. So I'm sad. I really pray and hope that we'll see a better upturn in the brand in the years to come. But where it is right now, I have to say, alongside the pageant fans, I'm quite disappointed.
Grabe, dapat ikaw ang may-ari ng Miss Universe. Dapat! Kasi you could elevate it that women are valued and seen.
Yun ang dapat point eh. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't do the glitz and glam, but why not do both?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense talaga to me.
It's just that I feel like I'm losing you.
This Valentine's, you have a film
Yes.
with Jericho and Anne. What's it like to do a film?
It was super crazy. Usually kasi meron na akong mga inquiries ever since to take part in different projects, either series or movies, but we've always turned it down. Siguro gusto ko ma-feel na one, prepared ako, and also that I resonate with the character, with the script, with the story. This was directed by Direk Irene Villamor. I've known her for a while. We have run-ins at Cornerstone office every once in a while, and I really love her and admire her as a creative. When she approached me and said like, I have this role and I'd really love you to consider. She actually sat me down and like explained the concept behind The Loved One. It's called The Loved One. I was just really fascinated because it was a different take on a love story na hindi yung usual first love na aligaga na parang who cares what happens tomorrow,
Yeah.
tara.
Yeah.
This is quite a mature love story because it spanned over 10 years in one relationship.
But your role is Jericho's girlfriend.
I'm not necessarily a girlfriend. Siguro I'm a co-worker where lines get blurred whilst they're having problems in their relationship.
I see.
Parang ganun. The film is very centric over the relationship of Anne and Echo's characters. And I just really admire it because it shows the maturity of what you have to go through in an adult relationship, whether it be like you're growing together, you're in love, it's kilig, and then your values maybe don't align on certain things. How do you navigate that? Is it family? Is it career? Is it you want to get married? You don't want to get married? You don't want to have kids? You want to have kids? So I thought it was a very interesting story that needed to be showcased in Philippine cinema.
But what was it like working with Jericho?
Oh
that
my
guy is a
gosh.
hardcore actor.
As in, kaya sobrang na-admire ko siya in his craft. So to be doing my first ever scene in a
Yeah.
movie, natapat ko siya. I was just like, I was very intimidated.
Yeah, for
Siguro not because of anything that they did, but just who they are. I feel like a super newbie. As in, wala akong acting experience at all. And I don't count commercials as acting. Kasi, one promotion lang yun eh. But I did workshops to try and like be prepared for the role. And then to play opposite Echo, like I really appreciated not just him, but even director Irene, because they really went out of their way to lead me through the process. I really appreciated that because they didn't need to do that. Like they're already established in their craft. They could just go there and execute their jobs, but to go out of their way to make me feel comfortable, to make sure that I'm doing okay, like that'll really stick with me, I think, forever, because I really appreciated that. That was so kind of them to do.
Doing movies now, will you do one again?
I would do one again.
Wow,
Absolutely. I'd really be open. It was such a learning experience for me. Even watching paano nasa-set up ng scene, yung mga blocking ng camera. Like, it was all very new to me eh. So I was like, ganito pala. Ganon pala siya. Hindi ko alam yun.
You are a Christian woman.
Yes.
The main reason why you are who you are, it's because of your faith in the Lord, right? Tell me how that plays a role in your life today.
It's a huge cornerstone of who I am and how I orientate on the things that I do. It's like a huge value of mine. I always want to orientate myself in being in God's will for my life. I'm very prayerful, and I'm very grateful that even the team that I work with every day, like we pray together. I'm very like plugged into my church, which is Favor Church. I just feel like as an adult navigating life, like having community in church and having a relationship with the Lord, it's just sobrang malaking siyang bagay. I don't know what I would do without it, to be honest.
Do you have a favorite life verse?
Something that's really resonated with me as of late is Romans 8:28, which is God will work for the good all those who believe in Him and love Him and pursue His will. So it's always something that resonates with me na if it's not good, God's not finished. And God has just been showing up so loudly in my life lately, just to like, and I'm so grateful to be able to boast how good He is and has been. Talagang, I can say with like 100% confidence that God is a God who hears and He sees like all the prayers that I was saying in quiet places that no one ever knew about, or years ago that I was crying and breaking down and pleading with Him and asking Him for things. Like He is so good in how He comes through, and I just feel like He's never forgotten those things that I've whispered to Him in dark places. Like He's always been there, and He's just so incredible in my life. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.